these women, they really have got on my last nerve. I think the only person who was authentic and the only person who was there for the right reasons, despite being a social media influencer, was Sam. The other ladies were just there for camera time and then to get influencer roles, and that's it, as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, hey there, thanks for stopping by. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, click the like button, turn on the notification bell for when I upload new videos, and definitely leave a comment. In this episode, I'll be reviewing Married at First Sight New Zealand, Season 4, Episode 14. So you have all the couples sort of preparing for final vows, because the experiment is over. It's now time for final vows. Who stays together, who doesn't? Of all the couples, I think everyone can agree that James and Sam are the ones with the likely chance of actually making it past this experiment. Everybody else is just there for camera time, as far as I'm concerned. They're just there for camera time, and that's why I'm going to leave it. Obviously they sort of bring up their issues. Well, they reminisce over their marriages and what they've sort of overcome throughout the experiment, and seeing the highs and the lows and what they wish could have been different. And then the first couple up is Mike and Cara. I hope somebody makes her watch this. Whether it's snippets of a bigger picture, she needs to watch this, because this is not a good look for her, in my opinion. Given how much of a big deal her dad made about the show and the fact that his daughter was a lovely person, she didn't come across as a lovely person. In her vows, she spoke about Michael always being unauthentic, not being there for the right reasons, not being her type. And it's like, oh my God, at least sprinkle some nice things inside whatever you have to say. Sprinkle some nice things. Yes, it's not your type. Yes, you feel he wasn't genuine. Yes, he tried to promote his business. What else did you learn about him? Oh, yes, maybe because I wasn't attracted to you, I didn't invest enough to sort of getting to know you deeper and whatever. And it's like, please, 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 please. That's why there's a word called constructive feedback. It would have been nice for her to give constructive feedback. If she had nothing nice to say, she shouldn't have said anything at all, because everything came across as sort of vindictive and malicious and sort of point scoring, sort of trying to make herself look like the bigger person. Oh, I showed up genuinely and I don't feel Michael did the same. Oh no, please. And then you have Michael on the other end, who tried his best to put in positive things about, the marriage, how they really tried to make it work, how things didn't work out okay, they're not each other's person. And then she started to make a face, and it's like, you said you're not attracted to him. You said he's got all these faults. So why are you upset that he's saying you're not his person? His person will accept him for the way he shows up. They won't want to change him. Yes, they might want to change one or two things, but they won't want to change the whole person. Michael is a shadow of his former self. He's not as high spirit or as giggly as he was at the start. You even complained that he had main character energy. Why didn't you look for your own main character energy? Why did he have to dim his light in order for you to shine? What sort of person are you who's so insecure in your own light that you have to go about dimming everybody else's light so that you can shine? I'm happy that Michael said, no, that's it. I'm happy that he said, yeah, she thinks I didn't show up as my authentic self. That's her prerogative. I know who I am and I know how I showed up, and I'm going back to my people that look at the brighter side of life, because you cannot be negative every single day. You cannot, be looking for the bad thing in something every single day. I understand if you are looking for a plan to sort of, how do you manage that bad thing? But for you to keep complaining, oh, why are you so giggly? Well, maybe as his sister said, when they were younger, one of his sisters went through a lot, and he's realized that there's more to life than, you worrying about simple things. Maybe to him, your health means more than anything. And this is why he was coming up with the supplements and whatever. But you didn't bother to even ask him that, why did you create this line, or why did you do this? No, you didn't. You just started judging him and said he's there for the wrong reasons, and that's it. And so here we are. The audacity for these girls to think that they're better than the boys and to think that they were the prize. Because, yes, I'm not saying that Michael and Piripi were the best, but at least they came prepared to do the work. These women came with a list and were prepared to critique the man that they were matched with. It didn't matter who the experts had matched them with. They were always going to find fault in them because they had this unrealistic expectation of the type of husband that they wanted. They were not willing to get a husband who they would need to grow with. You have Steph and Perepe. Steph sort of says a couple of nice things. At least she says a couple of nice things, and then she goes, "Here comes the hard part." And for her to think that yeah, he might not meet your list of expectations, but is he willing to do the work to grow and be the man that you want? That's what you should be asking yourself. Yes, he has children. That's not his fault. Are you willing to wait a couple of years for him to become the man that you want before you have children with him? That's the thing that should be discussed. So for you to say, I felt like I was more in charge than you, I felt like, well, that's why he told you that he felt less than, and you're offended that he said you felt less than. Why are you offended? You told him you didn't meet the requirements that you wanted from a prospective husband. So why are you then offended when he says, well, I felt that we were not on par and I want someone who's my equal? You told him that. You told him that. You made him feel like he was nothing. You made him feel like he was way behind you, and yet he's only 3 years behind you. How do you know? Maybe by the time he gets to 31, he will be the man that you want, but you're not willing to wait. You have a clock that you're racing against, and so you want him to race and make that clock. You don't care that he's changed from the man that entered the experiment to the man that he is now. You're more worried about, I want this man, I want a man who meets A, B, C, D, E, F, G. If he's not meeting that, then we're done. Well, okay, it is what it is. Let's go our separate ways. I like that he started off with something positive, then got to explaining how he felt, then ended up with something positive at the end and said, I hope you find your person, and I am a friend whenever you need me, and I'll be always be your first husband. And for her, her wording sounded like what Michael said. I have a feeling that Michael and Steph are dating. That's my opinion. I think by the time they did that little yoga thingy, they had already expressed interest in one another, and I feel like they were just waiting for the experiment to end. I wouldn't be surprised if at the reunion or at some point we hear that they are now dating and they're a couple. To each their own. I don't think Steph is ideal for Michael. Yes, she wants a man who's in command, but I think Michael also wants a woman who's able to soften up and accept him for who he is. So I don't think she's it. You've been here, you know that I root for love. I am a hopeless romantic and I root for love. This is why I watch a lot of dating shows because I want people to find love. And so I could not be more excited. I could not be more excited. I think we all knew Sam and James were going to be a yes. They were going to be a yes. Obviously, they have the hurdle that they live islands apart. But at the end of the day, they are the couple that has gone into the trenches and has been willing to do the work and has really fought hard to sort of make sure that they build their relationship. The moment they've matched with their person, they've been very accommodating, very caring, very welcoming, and so it's cute to see it work. It's cute to see. When married at first sight works, it works. When you have two people that go into the experiment looking for love, looking for a life partner, and willing to do the work, it does work. We have seen it. And so I could not be more proud. The fact that, Steph made it known that I don't want you to force you to move. And he said, you're not forcing me. I am moving because I want to move. I found the person that I want to live with the rest of my life. And so I'm going to make that effort to move and be close to you. And I am so proud of him. I'm so proud of the two of them, really, for making this effort, for really working hard to make sure that they do everything within their power to sort of save their relationship and protect their relationship. I could not be more proud. I could not be more proud. It's a pity the other girls came in with an agenda, as far as I'm concerned, and didn't come in sort of willing to do the work to sort of um, build a relationship, build a marriage, and find a life partner. So I could not be more proud of these two for doing what needed to be done. I know at first I was a bit concerned when I first saw Steph and she said she was an influencer. I was like, oh my god, she's just here for followers. But she's really changed my opinion on her, and I could not be more proud. I wish her and James all the best, and I hope they're able to make this work. I've seen couples from Married at First Sight, America actually make it work. So I know that there is a strong possibility that as long as they go in the trenches and as long as they always prioritize one another, including their son, because it's now both their child. Because when you marry Sam, he marries the child. So this is cute to see. This is really cute to see. Thanks guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And click the link in my video to watch my review from episode 13. Bye guys.